This, ladies and gentlemen, is a piece of footwear. This is a beverage. What we do in Australia is we combine the footwear with the beverage, like so. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Australia.
Cheers, man.
We've got nine enemy lines. 5 visits. He was doing this constantly. What a shot! Oh my days! Big spawn. Big on.
No glitches! No bitches! The rocket in his hand. Fennec seems to have the rocket launcher too. Hunter tries to drive up. Not as hard because he has one rocket in his back. The second one will follow shortly. Taking out the tank! Big play by the two anti-tanks.
Artillery shots, absolutely.
Tattoo weapon, absolutely badass off a grenade.
Delicious.
Kaplan here from the back, supporting Baron. Baron now peeking.
One of them. Somebody shoot somebody. Anybody.
Ooh, look at the troops. Knives, knives, knives. Yeah! Trevor with the knife kill.
Greyhound coming through. We're gonna follow that Greyhound for the moment. And the Garrison is also gone. Garrison shot by another tank. And a Greyhound is clearing the bridge. Greyhound clears it out. Removes the OPs and lose everything. Complete wipe of the bridge situation. Look at that. And gets stopped far too late. Far too late.
Bomber kommt. Bomber ist eine Tech-Bomber. Richtig fieser Bomber.
They have no clue it's there. Now this is going to flush it out for the 76 in here. Or can the Greyhound do it himself? Oh, gotta keep rotating. He's going to run out of room right here. He's going to get it.
No way.
Wow, the Greyhound crew of AP, Ammocan, and Lord Jack.
Rockets going towards the loop, that's for sure. As he gets shot at, fired at by a plethora of anti-tanks.
Arctic defense is a huge thing. It's an art form. It's an art form where you really gotta make sure that the recon don't do anything. But something like this completely bypasses it. Oh my goodness.
This one. Okay.
What does he do? He gets one?
Okay.
Gets two? Gets two!
Holy shit.
The tank is... Oh, it's weighing him down, the tank. 4?
5.
Come on, come on. How many more can you get? 6?
6.
Gets an OP? This has gotta be the best.
Oh, Dragon.
Oh, fucking hell, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ECL announcement stream. Together with us, we have the dear Ele, who was streaming along with us, and Gorpower, who just joined the ECL Orga like last week. So we will have some super nice comments. Hey, Gorpower.
Hey, how's it going, man?
We will have a quick look at the stats of how the first season turned out. Then we will move on to how the second season will be played, and then we will release the teams in which divisions they will be playing. Yeah, so first division, what do you guys think? What the hell, winning with 1 point over Greyhounds? But it's not over yet, right? They still have one matchup.
Yeah, they're playing against STDB, I think, tomorrow. So it's going to be a fun match to watch. But it was a tough choice between WTH and Core, definitely. So, but I think WTH got it deservedly. and would have got it if Core didn't drop out from the competition last season.
Yeah, unfortunately, with some teams dropping out in this this division, we ended with a few less points being distributed. I think absolutely beautiful games. What do you think, Ellie?
Yeah, same. Sadly, so many teams dropped out in the first division. I mean, 82nd AD, ARC, DC Raptors. It's a lot of teams dropped out. But all in all, there were some interesting games. I remember the cast ground was what the hell on SMDM. It was so amazing. We saw a lot of jetty tanks by what the hell, but all in all, I think close.
Nice.
Between the first and second one.
Yeah, and with Greyhounds on second and Core on third, we will move on to the second division and have a quick look into this one. Taking the top there is Finns Let Loose with 57 points, 12 out of 14 matches won. I think that's a nice statistic. Also for Eastern Group with 10 out of 14 matches won in the second place. And Circle in third with the same. What do you guys think about how this one ended?
I'll let Ellie go first.
Yeah, I mean, with the beginning, Finn Let Loose was the favorite for the division, and they said, yes, we are here. We take the division, the first place. They showed us that they do it. The strong team, but also Eastern Group. Before Eastern Group, it was Red War Jäger. I think during the season they had a regroup, get some new players, and changed a bit their game, or just could improve their game. So worked up to the second place, because in the first half of the season, I think it was not so clear that EG becomes the second place. Circle, same thing. I think they had some trouble in the beginning. Hated. I would say they played a strong game, a constant game during the season, and sadly, also here we had two teams which dropped out, Bastardos and 38 Division. But all in all, I think it was this division with the closest matchups. The interesting, most
absolutely.
interesting
It was
division.
absolutely interesting to watch. I think also for you guys in chat. And what do you think of how?
Yeah, I would agree with Ellie on everything he said. I mean, I wasn't expecting Eastern Group to emerge that high, but all in all, it was a strong matchup in the division, and it was really equal, like in the top half of the division. So, yeah, I mean, I think Finns Let Loose definitely deserved the first place. I think their main matches, main fights were against EG, so it was nice to see that level of competition in the second division.
Yeah, and let's move on to the results of Division 3. There we had an absolute massacre with Bad Company, winning every match with all the points they could take from the board. There is nothing more to be said about Bad Company. Absolute bad motherfuckers. And yeah. The rest of the teams rather close with number one, WD44, with you, Garfaro, and Paradox fighting over the second and third place together.
Yeah, I mean, there's still one match to be played, so WD44 is fighting together with Phalanx for the second place in this division. We're playing Dundee and Let Losers tomorrow, But yeah, I mean, Bad Company definitely deserved this as they were on a totally different level than the other teams here. There was a strong matchup between us, number one Commando and Paradox, and I think it would be even stronger if Colt and Panther Lair didn't drop out, as well as Lost Legion and the second Fallschirmjäger. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, it was really nice and it was really intense at times. But yeah, definitely Bad Company deservedly took the first place, and it was painful playing against those guys. So
I
yeah,
feel with
I
you, my
agree with
man.
you.
I've been playing them
Yeah,
too.
you were there as well. Yeah.
Let's move on to Division 4 then. We had a few fewer teams with LVJG taking the top with 12 matches won out of 12 matches played. And followed in second place by the 106 Panzer Division. And in third place by Hate Let Loose Poland. Yeah, was also some very nice matches in this division to be watched. I think will be interesting to see how these teams continue in the coming divisions as well.
Oh yes.
Oh
Yeah, I
yes.
think
He went for his food, by the way.
Luftwaffe. I think Luftwaffe deservedly took the first place. I think they didn't quite struggle against the other teams, but it was interesting to see the other teams play as well, and how this group will match up, because this is the division with the smallest number of teams and smallest number of matches, of course. So unfortunately, Team Nordic had to drop out in the beginning, but all in all, it was nice to see these three teams match up together, and they brought up some really good fights.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, and,
Gorfauer. As Ele is unpacking his food, that's why we don't see his camera. You can gladly explain to us how will the new season be built, and how will the whole relegation system in the new season work?
Yeah, so basically, unlike the first season where we had like 4 divisions with more teams, this year we will have 5 divisions with 4 teams in each division. So there will be a smaller number of teams, smaller number of matches, and I think this will definitely prevent the number of the dropouts compared to the last season. And I think this is the system that will definitely fit all the teams. And as far as for the relegation matches, so basically whoever's in the first place of the division plays against the last team from the division above in order to be promoted to the next division. So there's going to be just one match played before the summer break. So this is basically how it's gonna work this season.
Nice. I think that's good and very interesting. And will bring more action to what we had before, which felt a bit longer. With
Yeah,
the teams
definitely.
to have a chance to change around a bit quicker and to get new opponents on into the competition. Yeah. And I think with that, guys, are you ready? Because I'm fucking ready!
Oh yes,
Let's
I'm ready
go.
as
Let's
well.
go and see who gets into Division 1. And we will be announcing the third team firstly, because the first team that's playing in First Division is DC! Or, as they're also called, this cheese?
There's something with the cheese over there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a top team. I mean, they showed that throughout the years, throughout the tournaments, not just ECL but seasonal as well. So it's going to be really good to have them here, and it's going to be interesting to watch them as well.
Absolutely. Shout out to you, Jakob. And the next team coming in, Ele, will
Oh
be...
yeah, the next one, lovely favorite, is Infamous. Just a new team, old new team. How depends how you want to see it in the Let Loose community. I would say my personal favorite in the division. And yeah, hopefully they can beat the division. So far, my opinion at this point, but I think they are not safe. They are not safe because we also have two another teams, and DC is strong. We will see. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of close fights. Yeah, that's famous.
And I don't know, doesn't the famous have a meme channel already? Because we should be checking that one out for sure. Yeah, let's move on to the next team. The next team joining the first division will be well known, and they are the... Oi.
Technical issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, definitely one of the stronger teams in HLL. One of probably top 3 teams in my opinion. Other than Core, X-Core, now Infamous, and WTH. It's going to be really, really fun to see, and I'm looking forward to watch these matches because they were top notch over the last few seasons as well.
Yeah, and I just had the pleasure of watching one of these teams lately. The Greyhounds playing Eastern Group. I should say it was very interesting to watch. Maybe we will recast that sometime soon, because we have it as a recording. But for now, the last team joining Division 1 will be...
SGDB!
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. They already played the first division in the last season. Could become interesting, but we talked before, Gotra already said it, and it's also my opinion, according to the other 3 teams. They might not the favorite, but I wish them very good luck to, yeah, bring some interesting games.
Yeah, it's going to be hell of a competition for them. Definitely.
I think the teams in this division are nicely rounded, and the players there will have lots of fun, and also we will have lots of fun watching and casting these. I think should be some spicy matches under this category.
Oh, yes.
Let's move on and see what is waiting for us in Division 2. There, the first team we will be announcing is Eastern Group. Eastern Group.
Definitely.
One of the Russian crowns. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, definitely one of the stronger teams in this season. I think they're my personal favorites for Division 2, definitely. Even though if it was conducted previously by several Russian clans, I mean I know they also have like players from other countries as well, and they've done a really good recruitment in those terms, and I think they're only getting stronger and stronger, and they won't be an easy opponent to anyone, definitely.
Yeah, and I think as Smoker is adding, it's the top anime Hell Let Loose clan.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No, some interesting guys, although with some interesting plays. Can't wait to see what they bring on. And with that, we will move to the next clan. Then we'll join Division 2, and it is...
It's the Circle! The Circle!
No, Phoenix!
Phoenix! Oh! Wrong paper, wrong list.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alarm.
But, oh no!
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, it's just Phoenix, another German team. They dropped out before the first season started, very sadly. But they had some personal issues, player issues, a number of players, stuff like that. Now they regrouped over the last half year, and Pretty sure they will come back strong as before. Hopefully. And I wish them pretty much luck to beat in this division, because Eastern Group is not an easy enemy, I would say.
Yeah. And I think they acquired a new commander with Sebo, fellow streamer.
Yes.
Will be interesting how that will play out, and to see in his streams as well.
Oh, yes.
Let's move on to the next team. I think we could expect this one here, as they played very strong the last season. PC! Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, as we said in the beginning, definitely a top team. I mean, last year they won all of the matches in Division 3. And it would be really interesting to see them, compete against stronger teams such as EG, Phoenix, and Circle, as Ella has spoiled before.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's perfect.
It's basically, I mean, they're conducted of I think 5 or 6 French clans, and their team chemistry and cohesion within the team is incredible. Honestly, I mean, they can certainly serve as an example of how the teams should behave on the battlefield, and I know we learned a whole lot from the matches against them, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And we'll find it really interesting to see them propped up against these other teams that I think will reach their quality of play, and we'll hash it out with them. I really wonder, how these matches will end.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, Ele, you can say it again, the last team. That's right.
Yes, TC, the shot. I think it's not very surprising. Bad Company is pretty surprising for me. But also Circle. So far, I remember they had some issues in the mid of the season or in the beginning of the last season.
It was in the beginning of the season. First, they were Exodus, so Circle basically emerged from Exodus.
Yeah.
So Exodus canceled participation in the season 1, and Circle took their place. And I mean, it was really interesting to see how they stepped up in such a short time, how they were organized, and how they were working together. So yeah, they definitely belong in Division 2, and it's going to be interesting to see how they compete against the others.
Yeah. I'm really excited about Phoenix joining again. I think this will be interesting in this division, on how Phoenix will fare, because they were playing very stable before, and I don't think this will change. If once you are at some level, the rest will be made through the players, and I hope they have some bangers as before.
Yeah. I agree.
Let's move on to the 3rd division. And one of them coming in there is very clear, because what's still missing before? There we have our friends from Germany.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And
I'll let you do the honors, Ele.
I was pretty surprised they that they ranked for the 3rd division. Hated I think very old German let loose team. And honestly, the favorite in this division.
Mm-hmm.
Before we know all the other teams, but I think they're favorite because Gore already told us the organizational issues with the forming the divisions. Who do we put in Division 2? Who do we put in Division 3? But now Hated is in Division 3, and we will see hopefully some interesting games, hopefully, and maybe with some surprising parts by the other teams, which will be ranked in Division 3.
Yeah, let's move on to the next team then. The next team joining Division 3 is
No,
LVJK 46.
46.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were in Division 4 last season, one of the top teams. I mean, they were top as they won all of the matches. So basically, I think they deserve to be in Division 3, and I cannot wait personally to see how they will come up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them there against these other teams, and I think we might have a surprise in our hands with them. Who knows?
Yes,
Yeah.
who knows, who knows. I mean, they did a strong progress over the first season, very strong progress.
Yeah.
And yeah, as before, I wish them very much luck to beat or to compete in this division, like all the other guys.
Yeah, and with seeing their battle cries in chat, Blut and Schädel, Skull and Blood, we'll move on to the next team. There we will have one video. Number 1 Commando. Playing
Up to
Commando.
you guys.
Yeah, I mean, this was probably besides other teams in Division 3. These were like rivals to my clan WD44, the main rivals, and they are a very unpredictable team. I mean, they can really surprise you in battle. They're really organized, and it will be really interesting to see how they will fight this group, especially Hated, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as we move on, don't ask number 1 Commando about burning cars. I heard that's a small internal meme. And yeah, Core Power. The next team to join is yours. WD44.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what to say. I mean, it's gonna be really interesting. We're still fighting for the second place of Division 3 for the last season, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be really fun having a match with Hated. It's gonna be a real reality check. I think, you know, especially now. I mean, we were in an alliance last season with FLX from Greece, and it worked really well. But we also had some more players joined us, so we can't wait to test it out in this year's ECL. So yeah, I think it's an interesting division, and I think it's quite a fair division for us, one CDO and Luftwaffe. But yeah, I mean, Hated is going to be a really big test for all of the teams here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing to add.
Andre added in chat, give them number 1 for their logo, and I think the logo is absolutely epic. I mean,
Willie, yeah, as Zizi said, Willie Doherty 44. Yeah.
Let's move on to 4th division, guys. There, we hope it's not hunting season, because the first team joining in is Paradox. Yeah.
I can't say anything about Paradox. Said shame on me. I have to say I didn't see any game from Paradox. So
Oh, you missed a lot of things. So yeah, we played against Paradox last year in Division 3, and they were a really tough team to break, especially in the first match. We played Remagen, and yeah, I mean, it was interesting. They almost beat us. It took us 5 seconds to beat them in the end. But yeah, I mean, they're conducted of 4 clans, and they were competing really well last season. They are getting stronger and stronger every day. So it's going to be interesting to see how they will fight this year.
Yeah, somebody's asking what country is Paradox. I have an European flag next to it, so
Yes, it's basic. As far as I know, they're conducted of one Danish clan called DKB, Danish Battle Group. As for Misfits, Double D, and BDSQ, I think, I'm not sure. They're from like many European countries, so they're not like based
Nice.
in just one country. Only DKB
Let's
from
move
Denmark.
to the next clan, joining the 4th division of the 5. There we have PBS.
Yes, oh yeah. I
Farbits game
think
team.
PBS is a very big team. Pretty sure they could bring up two 50 man groups. We just fought them in the last year. It was a Hitgen Forest night. I think they played constant, but yeah, we'll see what they can do. We see them the first time in the ECL.
And the next team joining us in Division 4, and that's one that I'm very interested to see some matches of, because I haven't seen many of them yet, but I think they could be spicy, is Legion X. Also with a very dominant logo.
Yeah, I like the name of the clan definitely. They're really experienced and strong team. I think, as far as I know, they were a part of Heli's Heroes before, and they merged later as Legion X. And all of their action that I saw was in 18 versus 18 tournaments, and they did really well over there. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they, fight 49 versus 49. And I'm really glad to see them in this season. So yeah, one of the teams to watch for sure.
Let's move on to the last one. Joining Division 4, it's another German team.
Oh yes.
And we have the 106th Panzer Division.
Yeah, you said it. Just a German team, was in the last division in the last season. Also, they did a strong progress over the season, I think. We just casted one stream buffer, you and me, against the Luftwaffenjäger. It was pretty interesting to see how they did their progress. And hopefully they bring us and show us some interesting matches against Legion, PD, and Powerbits game team. We will see.
Yeah, what do you guys think about Division 4? Because I think, to me, that's the most difficult division to predict a winner.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. It's really nice to see PBS again in the comp Hell Let Loose world. I would say maybe they are favorites, but they were quiet for a while as far as the tournaments are in question. And I think Paradox, I mean, they will definitely come stronger than the last season for sure. As I already said, Legion X is going to be really unpredictable. 106 also played solidly in the last season in the Division 4. So yeah, one of the toughest divisions in terms of, who's the favorite to progress.
Maybe the close setups in Division 2 last season will be now changed into Division 4.
Who knows?
We will see.
Could be.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Let's move on to the 5th division. And the last one, rounding up all the divisions. And the first team joining there, also another German team.
Oh, so it's I don't say anything because I won't spoiler. It's BFTB, BFTB, BFTB. Yeah, it's a very young competitive team, but not so young Hell Let Loose team. They were coached by a couple experienced guys in the past. Some guys from Core. We did the friendly by Severus with BFTB against a Russian team. I'm not sure which one it was because there are so many clan hacks. But BFTB is did a good progress over the last weeks, and yeah, hopefully they can bring the progress in the division in the season, and the progress won't stop during the season.
Yeah, they've been preparing for a while.
Yeah,
I remember their first competitive match, which was rather fun, and I can't wait to see what they pull off, because they will definitely have improved loads and loads from that. And let's move on to the next team. Coming in, ARC.
Yep, alliance of Russian clans. So
yeah.
it's not the French arc, as you can all see. So yeah, definitely. I mean, uh, definitely a team to watch. So as many of you know, Russia has really a big number of clans, and yeah, I mean, they are going to put up a good fight in this division. Oh, the chat, yeah.
Yeah, Rimald. Boba.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the third team joining in. And there we have...
Hopefully, the Polish veterans. Yeah. They dropped out in the last season. They played the 4th division, right?
I think yes. I think yes, but I'm not sure if they were conducted of the same teams. It was HLL Poland, but I think now we have also HLL PL, SSO, and some other teams. I think 13th Motorized Division. Oh, sorry, I was referring to the other team as well. Yeah, HLL PL and SSO are going to play in Polish veterans, as far as I know.
So it's also alliance. We have a lot of alliances in the season, I think. And didn't see them before. So we will see. Hopefully, some interesting matches.
Yep.
Then let's go on to the fourth team, and there we have Central Alliance.
Yeah, probably the
they don't have any
logo
clue.
we have. Central Alliance is also conducted from several teams. Those are CSP, 13th,
then Polish Veterans. So Polish Veterans are a new team.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I made a mistake. With Polish Veterans. So SSO is another Polish clan playing in Central Alliance, together with 13th Motorized Division and CSP.
I just want to point out Macharius the oh my god, I have flashbacks seeing these 3 countries in one division.
Yeah, I think this is quite a Slavic group, so to say. I mean, except for Die Betrunkenen, Fließen, Tisch, whatever.
Good job.
But yeah, I mean, thanks. But I think I mean, it's going to be interesting seeing these teams fight against each other. We have new alliances, new teams applying, and I mean, I haven't seen many of these teams in action except from ARC, which we played against recently. But yeah, I mean, I can say definitely that I expect Central Alliance to be up there with BFTB. So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Nice. Well, we will move on to who will stream it, but one question from chat, Ele. Where is Cerberus?
Yeah, where's Severus? Severus,
Yeah,
am I here like because I'm a streamer or because I'm a Severus member? Severus, we have some player issues. That's the only reason, and there's nothing more to say.
So we can expect you back in the league soon, hopefully.
Hopefully after summer, yes. That's the
Yes,
target.
that will be nice. And then we will move on to who will stream this whole shit. Yeah, the guy down below here, definitively. Give them a wave. And we have EZY, Critical Fail, Ratzen, Sebo, Lederzwerg, Fitoni,
Fitoni,
and help
Werner
me,
Voss.
Ele, while I will put their links in the chat.
Centurion, Nasbrock, Greco, Soulraver, RZ, however to pronounce it, whatever. Akizio, Lapinudantor, Known Connection, Berserkers, Traumastow, Quicknix, Altberg, and Ninja Pulver. Maybe to mostly the people cast in English, except I think Lapinudantor, he's a French streamer, and
French,
Greco, he's a Spanish streamer. Yeah, we have a couple German streamers, but I think all of the German streamers already streamed in English, so a lot of languages are represented here, and a lot of nice streamers, nice casters, a lot of nice views. We will see in the next division. Maybe you will say something how to become a streamer in the ECL.
Yeah, so first of all, I would like to thank all of the streamers who were casting ECL last season as well as this season. I think this season we have more streamers on board, and for all the other casters who didn't get the chance to cast any of the ECL matches, just contact ECL Orga on our Discord, and basically we will just need your info, your Twitch or YouTube accounts, whatever you have, and we will definitely have you into account to stream one of this year's ECL matches as well.
Yeah, and where is Mike Pimmel?
Yeah, where's my camera? Maybe we have to add the information that the stream has 30 minutes delay. I think you didn't change it, right? And there are a couple streamers, they say, I don't stream with a 30-minute delay because of the connection to the chat. But that's the situation. We play competitive, head at loose, and sometimes 50 minutes delay in a situation where the team fighting a line and nobody is stepping forward. Also 50 minutes delay can bring some difficulties.
It is what it is, and we will move on to the last sheet. We have some questions, and you guys are free to ask questions. We will have the first question, and there was talk about an artillery rule. Gorfauer, could you indulge us with what's going on there?
Yep. Well, nothing in particular. I mean, there was a voting between the teams about whether we should have one RT rule or a gentleman's agreement for the teams to choose whether they're going to play with 3 guns or just 1 gun. And in the end, it came up to be a very even vote with 10 teams voting for and against. So we decided this year that ECL is going to be played as vanilla. No strict rules in terms of RT. You can man all the 3 guns. You can have your mini game with the RT defenses and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to be this year.
Yeah. Could you give us a summary? What are there some big changes in the new rule book, or did you have some big changes in the rules?
Yes.
According to the last season.
Yeah. So last season, there was a difference between the last season and this season in terms of glitching. So this year we will definitely allow glitching in terms of roofs and climbings and all that stuff. But the thing is that in terms of glitching, if you're in a space or a closed area where you cannot be killed, that's considered a rule breaker. So that's as far as the glitching goes. And in terms of other things such as transfers or things that concern going from one team to another, there's going to be a few transfer windows during which players will be allowed to go from one participating team to another. But unfortunately, that can only, I mean, not unfortunately, maybe fortunately, of course, but that will, the players will be allowed only one transfer. So if they go to another team and play for another team under their clan tag, they won't be able to get back to their previous team for the remainder of the season. So in the rule book, it's clearly stated when are those transfer windows going to be done, and basically, uh, as I said, once you transfer to another team, there's no going back. As far as the other rules are in the question, I don't have anything else on my mind. Relegation we already explained in the beginning of the stream. So yeah, I just urge all the clan representatives of the participating teams to read the rule book carefully before the tournament starts, and to reach us from the Orga team with any questions that they might have, or if anything's not clarified properly, so we can do some changes, or we can discuss any topic related to the rulebook.
What's about teams? Can you explain the way to become a participant after the summer break? I think we didn't talk about this before.
Yep. So we will basically post this in details, but yeah, we will allow new teams to register for ECL in the second split. So after we see how many teams have applied, we will have to uh, reconsider how we will seed those teams, and how will the promotion or relegation system work. So it's going to be a work in progress. I cannot tell you more than that. But yeah, there's going to be a registration channel in the ECL Discord where you can just open a ticket and give us all the information related to your clan that we request over there. And yeah, we will see how many teams we will have in the second split as well.
Yeah, very nice. Okay. Then there was a question in the chat. I think when will we know the fixtures? I think it was according
Yeah.
to the rule book when it is published or stuff like this.
Yeah, so we have the schedules for all the divisions in place. So we will share it either today by the end of the day or tomorrow during the day. So you guys will be able to see all the fixtures in the first split, and yeah, that's basically it.
And we had some rumors, or there was a discussion, I think, about the tank. The seasonal will play only with Tigers on the Access side. You discussed it as well, I think. What's the decision? Oh, come on.
Behind the Panther.
No, how did you? What's your decision about this discussion? I know you allowed the Panther, but can you give us some details about this discussion?
Yeah, so basically, we discussed, taking into account the seasonal rules for seasonal spring. And the reason why we allow the Panther is because we believe it's going to be fair for both of the teams to use Panther, as there will be rematches. So basically, all of the teams will play, I think, 6 matches within the division, and each team will play the other team twice. So every team will have the option to use the Panther. So we think it's fair towards both sides, and also, I mean, Panther is a part of the game. So I agree at some up to some point that Panther is definitely above compared to Jumbo 76. But yeah, I mean, we think it's fair to keep things as they were last year, you know, and make a different dynamic and bring something different compared to seasonal. So we know that many of the teams also agree and disagree with this year's seasonal rules. So we wanted to give another option to play vanilla Hell Let Loose, and ECL is going to be vanilla this year in full.
Yeah. Then there's another question: main match day and time. I think no changes according to the last season.
Yes, exactly the same like last season. So basically, matches will be mostly played on Saturday, but all the teams have the option to reschedule before the next game day. So basically, we wanted to give ECL is going to be played almost at the same time like seasonal. So what we wanted to do here in the first place is to do a 2 week span between the game days, the game weeks actually, and allow the teams to coordinate better, the teams that are playing seasonal and ECL this year, and the teams will be able to reschedule within the 2 week period. And we will see how that goes, but we did that also to prevent the number of dropouts, because also a big number of dropouts last year happened due to the teams not being able to play both tournaments simultaneously. So yeah, I mean, I hope this is going to work, and I'm really looking forward to see how this will work out.
And we have another question: when the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 1st April, right? Oh, Tabasco already answered it. Okay.
Yes.
The chat is the
Welcome
chat is
back,
working by it
Tabasco.
sometimes.
So yeah. Basically, there's a slide on the ECL Discord. So yeah, the first game day will start around the 1st of April. So yeah, sometimes, I mean, probably exactly like seasonal, but yeah, I mean, as we said, there's going to be a 2 week period between each of the game weeks. Yeah, hello Tabasco. We know you're here.
Yeah. But Konato, do you have anything?
Who will we rate? I have a question, because I don't see anything of the streamers here streaming something.
Maybe
Kindred is
yourself,
live.
because you are playing a round of Wasanda or something like that. But before you rate, maybe the chat has an idea who we going to rate, who they want to rate.
Look, AIDS is on.
HCA semifinal. Quicknix. Quicknix. Andre wrote
Quicknix.
semifinals on in the HCA. We'll see. Do we find Quicknix maybe? Go.
I will try and find him.
Presenting the ECL logger. Do you have Reese? We already talked about this. Gore, there's a question: can the teams agree to the 1 RT rule if they want to? Oh yes. Up to you. The answer.
Yeah, so after the voting and after we saw that many of the teams are both for and against, and it was an equal vote, we decided to keep things vanilla. So this year we will not have the 1 RT rule.
No. The question was if the teams can do a gentleman agreement.
Yes. So basically no, because there was an announcement today in ECL that I mean, nobody forbids you. The rules do not forbid you to have a 1 RT rule, but if somebody kills that RT, I mean, it's up to you. So it's up to how you agree. So we don't have anything against it, but we will not push the 1 RT rule for sure, and we will insist on playing vanilla definitely.
So in this case, how do you judge, or do you judge break of the gentleman agreement during the game? It's up to the teams, right?
Yes, it's up to the teams.
Guys, be as dirty as possible, please. I want to see the memes.
So, did you find Quicknix?
Kinderick is streaming with Quicknix as a co-host.
Yes. So
as
we
far as I
have
found. So there we will rate. Thanks guys very much for tuning in. Thanks very much for the opportunity to stream the announcement stream.
thanks for being here, for being invited.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you.
helping out, guys. And yeah, let's rate on to Quicknix then. To Cinderic, leave some love, and we will be happy to see you starting soon with the next season of the ECL. Leave a follow if you liked it. Bye bye, guys.
Yep.
See you
Thank
guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Enjoy.
Yeah.